Hello people of the web and welcome back to the Lyfcraft server. We finished the last episode with a kind of half-finished Pumpkin and Melon Farm, which I'll be finishing in this episode. But before I get on to that, I have something else that I want to work on. You see, I have a little bit of an issue with my kelp smelting, and that it keeps backing up and I never know how much fuel to put in because I can only tell that there's at least 64 in there. The fact that the hopper above it is full, I can't tell. And the one above it is filling up. Wow. There's a fair bit in there. What I would like to do is have 20 stacks of kelp per furnace, and then of course when they're all full up, I know to put in a stack of kelp blocks per furnace, which is a much simpler way of doing it. Now the question is, how do I get exactly 20 stacks in each? Of course, one thing I could do is use the fact that this takes 1 stack, and these two take 5 stacks each. All I need is another 9, which would be done by a dropper. If I integrate those into each stack and have a light telling me when it's full, that could work quite nicely. Sometimes when you're working on redstone, you end up with a water leak. And sometimes that can cause everything to wash away. Other times, it finishes just in time before it breaks my redstone. Quite nice when it happens. Rare, but nice. And then other times, yeah. Oops. At least I picked up my sign. Pain. I needed to put these 2 blocks down. Right, so now the items will flow in and fall down this bit, then floating across these hoppers. And of course, once they're all full and nothing else can go in, it'll then slip off over here and down into this ditch, which I can dig going to the silo room. Although I might do that on the stream, which I'll do later today. But I should do a little bit of redstone now. Oh, come on. Ouch. That hurt. So, of course, this hopper will fill up first, then this one, and the last one to fill up will be this one. So if this one's full up, then each furnace needs a stack of dried kelp blocks. So what I'm going to do here is block off the water for now. Then we can dig out this area and run a comparator off there and compare it to a full signal strength, I think. Very messy bit of redstone, and I've laid it on stone because for some reason I'm out of iron blocks. But in theory, if this hopper fills up, which we can simulate like that, that torch then turns off. And of course, as soon as that drops down by 1, which it should do, because the furnace below is running. Ah, there it is. That light turns back on. So I just need to feed that signal to a lamp at the front. Which sounds simple enough. Probably. 7. Right, and fill this in again. Lamp turns on. That was remarkably simple. Now I just need to cover this bit up so none of the kelp slips in here. And of course, make sure we got a light sitting on here. Let's pop this one higher. Then we'll do a light. Dunk. Duh, duh, duh. Break that block. I've got to pull that out of the furnace at some point. But I think we are done. Just need to cover it up. And of course, my reasoning for keeping it open like this is because if I don't, it's inevitable that I'll break that bit of stone and then water leaks out and breaks my carpet. For the 3rd time today. It's a brand new day, and since the last clip, I did a fairly long live stream and was quite productive. Today, I've logged on the wrong account. This is my camera account. Hence the Pokemon Trader skin, which you can see some of. And rather than logging on to the correct account, I might as well use the fact that I can fly around and show you that we did all of the hopper minecarts that run underneath the Pumpkin Melon Farm and the parking and unloading stations. So these are all done and wired up. With the lever turned on, all of the minecarts are parked, and I can work on that shortly. The other thing that I got done on the stream was in the kelp farm, where we did leave it open so I could do a little bit of work. I've now closed it up, and the water is all in place so that it carries kelp all the way back from where the farm is along to where the silo is. I mean, it just links in over here, which is quite simple and elegant, surprisingly. And at the end of the stream, I spent a little while working around the slime farm. Now, I haven't done much in here, and this is still the temporary solution, which seems to work. I mean, during the stream, I think I had a stack and a bit of slime balls in this chest, and now we have 9 stacks. So it works well. And I've been emptying it regularly. But the other thing I've been working on is this landscape. Now, it used to have a large hill on this side and a very steep drop-off. Now, I've been flattening it down and trying to add some contours in. So you can see that this used to be higher up, and I've cut it down, and I'll continue doing so, probably on a stream later today, until everything cuts down to a reasonable height. So basically this height. And that could be all the way around the glass, so you can see the slime farm from above more clearly. And yes, I do know that it does look hideous with all the stone at the moment. That will be replaced with sand and a little bit of, you know, coral blocks and seagrass. And maybe some kelp. Although, hopefully not too much kelp, because when it gets to looking like that, it hides my beautiful base, and I don't like it. This area needs thinning out. There, back to being a normal mortal being in Minecraft. Look, walking on the floors, no sticking heads through blocks. I have something planned for a stream later today, which involves going to the end with Enigmacraft. Something I've looked forward to doing for quite a while, as I haven't really spent much time with Enigma in game, but it'd be cool to chill with him for a few hours. Before I can go to the end, oh, hi JT, I need to prep this shulker. So I just need some more rockets and more food to take with me. I also could do with putting this stuff away. I would say that's enough food and arrows. That'll do me. The only thing I need now is rockets. And I have a funny feeling that my sugarcane farm is broken. And by I have a funny feeling, I mean Hushbug might have left it on during a restart, and it burnt 2 repeaters. So I need to fix my farm so that I can run it. It should be an easy fix. So this thing here, the dispenser dispenses lava, and then when it goes across the face of the observer, it updates. But there's nothing to power this system because the lava was flowing and burnt my repeaters. I think it's just 2 lots of vortex. No. Whew, I'm glad nothing broke. The only problem is I need to do this to vortex. Rockets acquired, and I thought I'd just see what happens if I turned off the auto killer. It works, which is good, although not as well as it would have done if I'd have finished the farm. However, we don't really need any more gunpowder than we've got. So, looting's not really necessary. While waiting for the stream, I thought I'd get started on the Pumpkin Melon Farm and realised I've run out of glowstone again. I'd be curious to know how much I've used so far in the base. Okay, I've used 1,683 blocks. That's quite a lot. In order for the pumpkins and melons to grow, I need light to be bleeding in here, and of course I can't light it up enough from the sides, so I need to put some in the middle. But the more light I put in here, the fewer options there are for the stems to grow. So we're going to work on the walls first, and then work out how many I need to put in the middle. I think that lights up the area enough, and it means that I only lose 4 growing spots. The darkest patch, oh, it's a little bit dark over here, but I think it'll be alright. The only problem is that one thing you need when making a pumpkin and melon farm is pumpkin and melons, and I have practically none. I have a couple, but not enough that I can get the seeds I need. So we're going to take a little trip to someone else's base and borrow some seeds. And yes, I did do air quotes while I said that. Our friendly neighbourhood Garrus. I have a funny feeling her pumpkin melon farm is working. Also, this island looks fantastic. No idea what I'm going to do for my island. Is it just me, or has that grown taller since I was last here? Yeah, because that was the chute that the villagers went up and across onto the top so we could drop them into the potato and carrot farm. So that bit at the top is definitely new. Ooh. A pumpkin and melon farm. Perfect. We also have iron golems wandering around. And our villagers for trading. Oh, farmable resources. Villagers to trade with. Perfect sense. I need melons and pumpkins. Probably should grab it from the back. And of course I can't open up the shulker, it's the wrong way up. Oh. Yeah. That breaks that. Oh, which one's the... So of course it got picked up by the hopper. I just need to pick this up and work out which one is melons, fourth one along. So now of course we can place this like that and open it. 3 should do it. 2, 3, 4. This will be the melon one. Ah! I just had flashbacks to a live stream yesterday where a creeper dropped on my head. I did say that I've got plenty of rockets to spare. Might as well take the long trip up. Ooh, shockers. Now my base should be this away. Actually not far from Garrus. In fact, once we get past these trees, you'll see there's the shipwreck, and that's my mob farm. Yep, short stones throw away. Now I know that I could just turn these into pumpkin seeds via the crafting menu, but 4 pumpkin seeds for a pumpkin, I kind of feel like I should be doing it with shears so that then we've got the jack-o'-lanterns. I did forget to clear out inventory space though, so made a mess. Well, that was a fairly time-consuming thing, but it makes a world of difference. I did, however, remember that I hate tilled soil showing the block behind it. Before I do the next thing, I will need to come in and change out those blocks. Otherwise, I will be offended. Luckily, I've got quartz somewhere. Some of it. I ran out of observers not once, not twice, but 3 times. Eventually, managed to finish laying these all down. Now I have a funny feeling I'm going to run out of other resources. Each of these observers need a stone block on top. Like so. And I've brought 3 and a bit stacks. I might have enough. Result, I had enough with 26 to spare. Which isn't as much as I was hoping to have spare. Now I did fail to bring... I did bring some torches with me. I need to put a note block in each of these gaps. Again, another resource that I'm going to run out of. Also, while I don't have blocks on top of these note blocks, they will make a noise every time a pumpkin or melon grows. I'm expecting a lot of dung noises while placing. See? I told you I'd run out. Damn. Best make sure I light this up slightly, otherwise... Oops. I just changed a couple notes. Otherwise, next time I come up here, there'll be creepers to greet me. Which is never fun when you're working on redstone. Dung. While I should be placing stone brick on top of the note blocks to silence them, in order to do that I need to dig up the ceiling, and I know there's a cave above me. So I'm going to leave that for now, because I'm impatient. I want to get this farm working. Which means coming in here, grabbing my pistons, and placing them like this. This could take a little while. And I'm likely to miss a couple. But that's what my spectator account's for. Ah! Headache. I think I've placed all the... Oh, no, there's one. I've pretty much placed all of the pistons. And I've had to raid my redstone shulker. I only have 4 pistons left. I have to craft some replacements. This farm has used a lot of resources. Observers, pistons, note blocks. Yeah, expensive. Oh, must have missed that one as well. And while I really don't want to do this, I'm going to have to dig this up. Yep, I knew there was a mine shaft that runs above here. I suppose as the farm's working, we might as well turn on the minecarts, so it picks stuff up and should go into the silo. And while that's running, hopefully collecting stuff, I can work on this stuff. And then afterwards, we can check the silo and make sure that nothing else has ended up in there by mistake. This took me a lot longer to dig up than I was expecting. And I think I've gone a little bit insane from all the note blocks. The sooner this is done, the better. Nope. No, I made my own note block sound. The sound of silence. Just want to make sure that this area is bright enough that nothing's going to spawn in here. I think that's probably enough torches to make sure nothing spawns in here. Just working out how few a number of torches and repeaters I need in order to power all of the pistons. Because if they're extended, of course, nothing can grow. This is going to be my off switch. Oop, and then we just place... Oop, not that far. All the way back. I'm sure this will work. Surprisingly enough, I figured everything out, except the only problem is I've run out of repeaters. So this back row of pistons here isn't being powered, and nor is this little clump here. I'm short by like 7, maybe 8 repeaters, which is really annoying. Everything's extended, and it's all attached to this one torch, which I'm assuming when I break is going to cause some lag. Yep. Bit laggy. Now, all we need to do is work out how to do the signal off of here to also feed up there. Which should be fairly easy. One there. Rest and dust. Rest and dust. Now we pick this up, otherwise I'll forget it and then wonder where it is a week later. There. Pick this up. And we head out, close the hole behind us and test the system. I know the carts are definitely parked at the moment. I've got my camera count on. So that looks good. Click the lever. All pistons retract. And the minecart's just shot off. We have a fully toggleable pumpkin and melon farm. Genius. Ta-da! Much tidier. Now I've got to get a move on because I'm going to be streaming in about 20 minutes. And we're going to the end, which means probably need to clear my inventory. But before I head off to the end, I just want to see how many melons I've gained while I've been working on the farm. Oh, wow. What? The first double chest is nearly full, which means that the light will turn on soon. Yeah, this is pretty productive. Obviously, we won't have as many pumpkins, because, well, you get multiple slices per melon, whereas only one pumpkin at a time. But I'm impressed. And the results are in. The stream went well, and I avoided dying somehow. I also won a little wager. We agreed to split the shulker shells down the middle, whatever happens, but whoever gets the highest count of shells gets to keep all of the diamonds from the trip. I won the wager, and basically doubled the number of diamonds I own. I also had more viewers than I've ever had without a raid. Follow me on twitch.tv/ZactheDragon so you can join us on a future stream. And the spoils of war, 4 and a bit stacks of shulker shells, elytra, and 36 diamonds. Oh no, that's not it. I had those 2 as well. So that's 54 diamonds. We did well. I spent quite a lot of my time recording this episode, making redstone components, and placing them. A lot of them. It's going to take me a while to recover the resources that I put into this, but at the end of it, we have a working pumpkin melon farm, which is productive when I haven't turned it off. I did try and record this without turning it off, but there was a constant piston noise in the background. This is better, trust me. It's been a productive episode, and I'm really glad you came along with me. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I hope to see you back here for the next episode. Bye-bye now. I did my outro differently. I meant to say, let me start again. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye now. Oh, that feels better.